it's Evelyn here and welcome to my channel. Today I'll show you all of the pages that I colored in June, and I'll also share with you my coloring plans for July. Are you ready? Let's get into it. Let's do it. In June, I participated in a few collaborations. The first collaboration is hashtag Coloring Party with Friends 2024 with Jamie and Miss Pat. And we are coloring in Bold and Easy, large print coloring book. And I colored 3 pages from this book in June. Here's the first page. I used color pencils with this one. I think I used Color. I really can't remember. I just have pencils written down on here. And this is how it turned out here. The next page, I actually have a video of me coloring this on my channel. This is the cupcake page, and I use the Hessian Ping coloring pencils. And I also use the Faber-Castell pastel soft chalk. I guess that's what pastels are, huh? For the background here. And Posca pen for the white lines that you see here. The last page that I have here is this one. I also have a video up showing me coloring this shell using the Koh-i-Noor Tritone color pencils. I also have some gel pen action going on in this picture, and I use gold, I believe. Gold gel pen to outline. That's it. That's all I colored in this book for hashtag Coloring Party with Friends 2024. Up next, I have a page that I colored from Simplicity 2, an easy adult coloring book for anxiety relief. This is the page that I colored. I was trying out some pencils. The cake and the lemon portion, these were colored with my Arteza pencils. But the other portion of this illustration, I used some Koh-i-Noor magic pencils. They're fat pencils that have a lot of different colors in the lead, and I just was trying them out here, and I think it turned out pretty good. I will show you those pencils later in another haul that I'll be doing, but yeah, I think it turned out pretty good, and I was just alternating with those pencils to see what would come out of the pencil, which turned out to be pretty good. Very different. It was fun to color with those pencils. That's all I colored in Simplicity 2. Up next, I have a page that I colored in Simplicity 5. This is a cute and minimalist animal coloring book for adult stress relief. This is the page that I colored in June. I have a video of this up, and this is how it looks. For this page, I use my Posca pencils that I shared with you on a live stream, but I also used Posca pens, black, white, and green Posca pens throughout the illustration here. That's all I colored in Simplicity 5. Up next, I have a page that I colored from the Forest Animal Mandalas by Joshua Dunbar. And this is my page. Let me zoom out so you can see it a little bit better. Okay, there it is. I use Color pencils. I started out with Color pencils, and then I finished it up with Artisto pencils. And this is how it looks. I think it turned out pretty good. I'm very pleased with this. I enjoy coloring this page so much. I can't wait to color more pages in this book here, the Forest Animal Mandalas. Up next, I have a page in Mandalas for Meditative Coloring by Inner Inking. And this is one of the pages that I did for hashtag Mandala Mondays 2024 with M. Beans Color With Me. That's another collaboration that I did this month in June. Here is my mandala. This is the one that I colored on camera to show you how the Koh-i-Noor Tritone pencils would work. And this is how it turned out. Was it the Koh-i-Noor? No, Happy Color pencils. Yes, I did the Happy Color. You see, I'm getting confused with all these little different rainbow pencils, but the pencils are rainbow Happy Color pencils, and they're a fatter pencil. And that's what I used to color this mandala. I think it turned out pretty good, actually. Yeah, that's all I colored in this book, Mandalas for Meditative Coloring. Up next, I have a few mandalas that I colored in this book, Color It Mandalas Volume 8. These two mandalas I colored for hashtag Mandala Mondays 2024. This is the first one. I have a video on my channel showing me coloring this exact mandala right here. I used Sharpie markers. Specifically, I used the Sharpie brush tip markers for most of this illustration here. But then I have some smaller Sharpie markers that I had that I used. They're all the permanent markers, just so you know. The next one is this one, and I used Stabilo Pen 68 to color this illustration. I think it turned out okay, but the thing that I find is that on the Color It paper, alcohol markers work best for me on this paper. The water-based markers, they work okay, but they don't look as clean as an alcohol marker does. But nevertheless, I still like it. I think it turned out pretty good. And that is all I colored in Mandalas Volume 8. Up next, I colored 2 pages in Nature Mandalas by Mel Pomini. Here's the first page. I think it turned out so nice. I used fine liners, Stabilo .88 to be exact. When I first started coloring this, I did not want to stop because I was so eager to see how it would turn out. And it really turned out very nice. That's it there. And I have the next one that I colored, also using the Stabilo .88 fine liners. I think this turned out very nicely as well. When I first started coloring this, I had no idea that it would look this nice, but it turned out pretty good. People on TikTok, they liked it. People on Instagram liked it. Somebody asked me, how long did it take you to color that? I said, I think 3 or 4 days. And the reason for that is because I started and then I would come back to it later. I couldn't just sit here and color this solely uninterrupted. You know how that goes. But off and on, it took me about 3 to 4 days, and I finally got it done. So let me bring it up closer so you can see. What I decided to do, I said, well, I'm just going to leave that, let that be white space. And I did that for the flowers in some areas too. And that helped because I didn't have to color the whole flower. So leaving that white space helped me to finish this illustration quicker when it came to coloring it. And I think I did that for the, I did that for the butterfly too, as you can see. Yeah. That's it. That's all I colored in Nature Mandalas or Mandalas. Up next, I have a page that I completed in R.J. Hampson's Serendipity, the hardcover. This is the page, and I used 2 different pencils, not intentionally. I think I used 2 different pencils because I didn't like how one was performing, and I have to say, I think it was the Arteza pencils. So I started out with Arteza, then I switched over to Crayola Twistables, and this is how it turned out. Now, I did not do a background or anything, but overall, I think this turned out pretty good. Yeah, there you have it right there. This page is called The Moving House. So the house is moving on top of the snail's back. How about that? That's all I colored in Serendipity. Up next, I have 2 pages that I completed in Fairy Tales by, what is her name? Emily Oberg. And here they are. I did not get around to completing this. What I'm going to do is just leave this as a kind of like a test page. So whenever I want to try out a pencil of some sort I just come on this page and test it out here. This is the first page here that I completed. I used the Faber-Castell or Faber-Castell polychromos. I know it kind of looks a little bit, it doesn't go well together, but I did the best I could. I say that because I have blue here, but well, I guess I do have blue here. I guess it does go pretty well. I don't know. Y'all tell me. But this is what I colored. I didn't do a background or anything. I counted this page as one that I was trying to fill it out a bit because I'm not used to coloring illustrations like this. And so I think I did pretty good for my first time coloring something like this. The next page that I have is this one. I love this page. I think it turned out so nicely. And for this one, I wrote it here on the side, my Posca pencils and my Uniball gel pen in gold because I use gold on the stems of the flowers or the plants here. Yeah, I enjoyed coloring this. I think it turned out so nicely. All right. That is it. That is all I colored in Fairy Tales by Miss Emily. The last page that I have to share with you is from The World of Flowers by Johanna Basford. This is the page right here. Check it out. I use the Sharpie Creative brush tip marker, the black one, to do the background. And I also use the Color Macron or Macaroon. I'm going to say Macron because it doesn't have two O's in it. Yeah, those are pastel pencils that I use on this page. This is actually a buddy color with my coloring fam, Miss Faith Elizabeth. I didn't think I would get this completed this month in June, for June, but I got it done. That's it. That's all I colored from this book. That is it. Those are all the pages that I colored in the month of June. Now, moving on to my coloring plans, and I will be done for today in this video. Let's go. Here are all the books that I am going to color in for July. I hope that I can get them done. Now, it's not a lot because you know what I'm doing? I'm rolling over the pages that I didn't get to in June into July. Up first with my plans, I had a page in here that I wanted to complete, but I didn't get around to it. But this right here is my work in progress. I wanted to show you this because I am using the Prisma Premier colored pencils, and I think it is turning out so nicely. Oh, so nicely. Sorry about that. I have already colored the background using my Sharpie Creative markers, the brush tip one. I am so proud of it. I had to show it. All right. So that's all I have that I hope to complete in July. Moving on to this book. I didn't get to the pages that I wanted to color, but I will be coloring in this book. If you want to see the specific pages, I'll link the video up here in the cards that I did in June for my plans for June. Everything will be in that video, but I'm not going to flip through here. Just know that this is the book that I'll be coloring in. Also, this one, I didn't get around to this book. I'll be coloring in this book as well. Dream Chibis. My mythographic books, I'll be coloring in The Aviary and The Wild Summer. There is a page in here that I'm supposed to do that is actually a buddy color with two people. We're doing that watermelon page with the panda. I hope to have that completed in July. Also, Nature's Mandala. I had a page in here that I wanted to complete, but I didn't get to it. But here is something that I've started. I just want you to see my work in progress on this page in Nature Mandalas. The next book, which is Serendipity, I'm not even going to go in and show you the pages, but I have started coloring a page and I want to show that to you. And that's this page. And I'm using the Norris Staedtler pencils with this page here. There are some more pages in this book that I want to complete, but again, refer to my video that I did last month for my plans and you'll see what they are. And I will continue coloring in fairy tales. I'll just pick up where I left off. Same as with the World of Flowers, I'll pick up where I left off. Up next, I have some more books that I plan to color in. Now, these are books that I did not plan to color in for June. I just pulled some out because they're what I want to color in for July. This book here, Bold and Easy, it's an ongoing coloring project to complete the book with hashtag Coloring Party with Friends 2024 with Jamie and Miss Pat. This is a collaboration. I'll try to color along and share what I do. Now, going forward, I won't participate in the collaborations too often, especially in video format, but however, I will take a picture of it and post it on my community page as well as on Instagram. If I have time, I will make a video, just so you know. So that's the Bold and Easy, which is an ongoing project for coloring. The next book that I want to color in July is The Romantic Country, a fantasy coloring book by Aerie. And I don't have any specific pages that I want to color in here. I think that I'll just work my way through the book page by page because it's just like a little going on a little journey here. And with that little journey, I can just go as she has it laid out here. And that's what I'm going to do for this book. I will be coloring some pages in this book, Christmas in July. This is by Sachin Sachdeva. I will also be coloring some pages in this cute mandalas coloring book. If you have any of these books and you want to do a buddy color, just let me know, okay? And the last book that I have is the Kirby Rosanes Reflections. Now, this is a book that I had planned to color in for June. I didn't get around to it, but also I had planned to color in the Aliens World. I have decided to scratch Aliens World off my list of books to color right now. That was a collaboration type of thing that I was doing with coloring along with another YouTuber. I have since decided to X myself out of that. I won't be doing that with that YouTuber. However, I will still color in Kirby Rosanes books each month. My plan is to select a Kirby Rosanes coloring book to color for the month, and that's the book that I'll stick with for the entire month. And I'll try to color at least one page, and if I can color more, I will attempt to do that. But this is the first book that I will be sticking with for the month of July. As I stated with the collaborations, the hashtags, I don't think that I can do them every single week, but if time permits, I will try to do something. That's all I have for you. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them in the comment section below. And until next time, keep coloring. Bye.